Hey everyone, this is Ridge with Sharp Ridge Outdoors. Today I'm just going to be fletching some arrows, so I'll show you guys how I'm learning to do that, and we'll kind of talk about the direction of the channel. So like I said, this is learning, so I've fletched a couple arrows before and it went pretty well, so we're going to try to do it on camera now. So this fletching jig is one that my supervisor let me borrow, and I'm grateful for that. Put the arrow on the fletching jig like so. It's got a little slot for your nock, and this is a 3 fletch jig, so it only lets you put 3 vanes on there. Now, I'm using the boning bully vanes. I find that they work really well, and I'm shooting the Easton 6.5 bow hunters. They're really good arrows for the price. They're 6 thousandths tolerance, and I shoot 400 grain because I shoot 60-pound bow. And the 6 thousandths tolerance is not like the world's best, because you can get down to 1 thousandths tolerance, and that's target archery level. But with hunting, I really don't care about that, and these shoot great at 60 yards, so realistically I'm probably never going to shoot anything at 60 yards, so I think we're going to be okay. And the reason I need to fletch new arrows, because I'm down to 1 good arrow, which I shot a doe with it earlier this season and recovered it, so it's still good, so I can use it again. But I figured I might as well make more. So I find the mark where I want the vane, the back of the vane to be, and that determines how far along the arrow it's going to sit from the nock. Now I've got some Fletch Tight Platinum, and this stuff you have to keep it on the clamp, the vane on the clamp, for 5 minutes, but I've found that 3 minutes works good as well. So just make sure it's clean. There is a priming pin that you can buy, but I don't have one. It just cleans the fletching so that there's no residue on it when you go to put the glue on. Alright, we'll go ahead and start this one. And just along the center bead, just make put a little bit of glue on there. Hold it right side up, let the glue go back in to the container. Now I use a piece of paper, because this is what I've seen a lot of people do on YouTube. Again, I'm just learning, and they dab it on the paper to let the glue spread over the vane. And then hold down on the vane, like I said, for 3 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and set a timer on my phone. Just for the full 3. So a lot of this channel is going to be kind of learning with Josh and I. Josh is my partner in this. He lives in southern Missouri. I live up here in northeast Missouri. We got to be good friends on a job I was doing down there. So we decided to get together. I like the technical side of archery, and he's just hunted all his life. That's kind of how they survived. He would hunt and get food for the family. And again, I like the technical side, and I like hunting. And I do shoot rifle as well, so does Josh, but I enjoy archery a lot more. So we're going to be learning quite a bit together, and for me, I'm going to be learning a lot more than Josh, just because he already knows quite a bit. I'm going to have to learn a lot more, let's put it that way. So we'd like this channel to kind of show our progress as we learn and as we get better at hunting, at scouting deer, at working on our equipment, because I'll be working on my own stuff. I've got everything I need here. I've got arrow saw that I've made. I've got the Easy Green bow press and this fletching jig that my supervisor let me borrow just to learn. And then once he takes this back, I'll have to purchase a good one, probably the Bitzenberger. From the reviews that I've seen, it's pretty good. And I think, yeah, we'll try to post videos of any hunts we go on, and hopefully they'll mostly be successful. And we just love it if you guys would just comment on the videos and like them and subscribe to our channel. That way we can continue to grow. And I know money is way down the line, but any money that we get, we'll try to put back into the channel as much as we possibly can, buying better equipment and possibly going out west maybe someday if the money allows for it, doing a little, just kind of diversifying. And so you'll see us hunt. I mostly hunt deer. You'll see us hunt deer, and I'm not very good at turkey hunting, but I'm going to branch out. And I'm sure we'll try to branch out in other ways just so we can keep videos coming to you guys throughout the year. And I'll be putting out videos on whether it's working on bows or building new arrows, because it is late November, and in January, or I guess sometime next year, I will be changing the arrow setup that I use. I'm going to switch to micro diameter, so we'll do a full video on the setup and just how I work on bows. And you know, I've learned just from YouTube like everyone else. I've learned from, there we go, that's the timer. I've learned from the guy on Average Jack Archery, I can't think of his name, Precision Archery, John Dudley, and Sean's Outdoor Adventures. So I'm just taking kind of everything I've learned from those resources, and I just really enjoy working on bows. I enjoy shooting. I enjoy shooting targets, shooting animals. Maybe that's another thing we'll do, is get into target shooting so as the channel grows. So that's something to consider as well. Now I'm going to check the vein. It looks pretty good. There's just a little extra glue on the side, so I'm going to take the corner of this napkin and brush some of it off. Don't do it too hard, because that vein is not clamped down tight. This Fletch Tight Platinum takes 48 hours to cure completely. If you hold it for much less than 3 minutes, it's just not going to work that well. There you go. Do the second vein. And when I put it on, before I put any glue on, I test it to see how close it is to the other one, how similar. It's a little farther back, so I'm going to push the vein forward in the clamp just a hair. Now I'm going to test it again. Now I'm a little too far forward, so I'm going to push it back a hair. Or a half a hair, I guess. Another quarter of a hair. That's perfect. We got that. Get our glue. Go along the base of the vein. Ooh, too much glue, too much glue. Sometimes it just pours out of the container. There we go. There we go. Now dab it to get all that glue spread on the vein. And when you're pushing the vein down, I found that you want to apply a fair amount of pressure. You don't want to just let go of the clamp, because what it does, well, the clamp will pull away from the arrow, causing there to be a gap between the arrow shaft and the vein. So I'll start at 3 minutes, and I will make you watch the rest of this. I'll go ahead and skip to the end. So I'll see you in a second. And there's our timer. So that's the second vein. We'll do the same thing. Pull the clamp off. Clean off any glue. Just clamp it onto that paper towel. Clean that. Run my fingernail down the walls. That looks pretty good. Check the arrow for the vein. It just needs a little touch up. Okay, not a lot. Just a little. There we go. And we'll turn jig again. Do the last arrow, or vein. It's pretty, well, it's technically early.
It's midnight right now.
There we go. I got that on there. There we go. And dab it again. Spread that glue out. And press it in. 3-minute timer once again. That's what's out here at 4 hours. Working on stuff. I got everything here. I got the first song I made. I got the evening bow press. And this one just makes it really hard to learn. And then once you get this back, I have to purchase the good one from the Pittsburgh. We'll use that pretty good. Yeah, I think we'll try to post videos of me as we go on, and hopefully it'll be successful. Okay. And there's Fletch Arrow. You can kind of see what it looks like. There we go. Well, thank you guys for watching. I won't make you watch the rest of the arrows being fletched, but hopefully you guys continue to watch and you guys continue to like and subscribe. And see you in the next video.